Dehancer, Canon RAW LT. Dehancer, Canon C-Log 2. Dehancer, Canon C-Log 3. Dehancer with film grain enabled. Dehancer with film grain and halation enabled. Dehancer with film grain, halation, and bloom enabled. And there's so many more other features that you can customize on Dehancer to get the perfect look that you want. So the question is, what is Dehancer? And how do you make the most out of it as a filmmaker, photographer, or content creator? And also, is it worth the money? Well, let's find out. Dehancer is a film emulation software, and I think it is important to mention the realistic film look you get from it. And not only that, but how feature-rich and easy to use the software is. The Dehancer effect is so good, it takes your footage from the raw state straight to a realistic finished film look with just one click and a few simple tweaks. So what does this mean? This means Dehancer kind of color corrects, color grades, and applies a cinematic film finish on your footage based on the parameters that you set. And so at the end of it all, everything is really up to your creative direction and vision. That is cool, right? I am super impressed with the Dehancer package and all that you can do with it, regardless of the project that you are working on, whether it's a documentary, a commercial, social media content, whatever content it is that you are working on. This is where it is important for me to mention that I have not been paid by Dehancer to review this product. In their review request to me, they mentioned that I should keep my opinion honest, as they are open to every feedback because they are constantly working to improve their product. I think that is a good sign of a serious brand that is committed to excellence. But I have been given a discount code, so if you love to try Dehancer in your next project, use my code D001 to make your purchase and get a 10% discount. And that way I get paid a commission for the hard work of putting together this video. So come on now, if you like the software, use my code to make your purchase, get the 10% discount, and trust me, you will love the result. Let me show you how I am currently using Dehancer in my project. First, visit the Dehancer website to make your download. On the website, navigate to downloads and select what software you are making the download for, whether it's Premiere Pro, DaVinci, Final Cut, or any of the other supported softwares you see. Click to download and follow instructions to install onto your computer. Once installation is complete, launch your editing software, and all you have to do next is to activate your license to get access to all the features that are available in Dehancer. In Premiere Pro, navigate to Effects panel, locate the video effect, and you will find Dehancer in the Film Emulation folder. Drag and drop it on your footage. That's all. Scroll down to the bottom of the Dehancer effect you just dropped on the footage. Click on Load Camera Profiles, allow it to load, and then you are good to go. Now apply your film look, go to the input source and click on Choose Camera. Still on the input, now select the camera model that was used to film your footage. Dehancer gives you a default look once you have selected your camera model. The rest of the process is really up to your creative vision and your understanding of how film works. You can spend some time exploring the customizable parameters to figure out how to get the best look that works with your vision and the camera that you film with. But 3 parameters I'm positive you would almost always use in most of your projects is going to be film grains, halation, and bloom, and even maybe the vignette. There's just so many cool features you can use and customize in Dehancer. We recently worked on a documentary project in which I decided to use Dehancer. The workflow with Dehancer in Premiere Pro was very seamless, and after exploring a couple of ways to use Dehancer in the project, my pro tip would be color correct your footage first with the Lumetri color effect before applying Dehancer. This workflow is best if you are working on a huge project and with footage from different cameras. 2. Apply Dehancer effect after the Lumetri color effect, and always check to ensure that the effects are in the right order. Lumetri at the top, followed by Dehancer. The final look will differ if the order is reversed, even with footage from the same cameras. I hope this tip saves a lot of colorists from unnecessary stress in trying to match colors from scene to scene. Now, as a Canon user, ultimately, I love C-Log too, but you would see that after comparing the result from applying Dehancer and C-Log 2 is like there's an obvious choice here. The look and finish you get from Dehancer, you probably have less editing to do after applying Dehancer, maybe just a minor tweak here and there, adjusting the hues and shades of colors just to get the look and vibe you want, and you are good to go. So I think that it's much more easier to use Dehancer, to get like a very polished look with minimal effort, and that is like the way to go, I think. And as you may have noticed, Dehancer supports all the popular cameras and log profiles out there. Talk about C log, S log, all the logs, even Apple log. So you can actually film with your iPhones and apply Dehancer on it to get your finished film look with minimal effort. And the icing on the cake is that there is a smartphone version of this application which is currently on iPhones, and so this means that you can easily open the application and apply Dehancer on any of your footage on the smartphone without having to do this on a desktop. In addition, they did not leave photographers out of this cinematic revolution. Photographers can also use Dehancer in their editing workflows in Photoshop, Lightroom, Affinity, and other supported photo editing softwares out there. You just have to check if the software you use is supported on the Dehancer website. So for a 10% discount when you subscribe to Dehancer, use my discount code D001, which is DEE001, to get a 10% discount when you make your purchase. Tell me your favorite part about Dehancer in the comments. And also, if you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comments. I'm sure Dehancer will be following to answer any questions that need to be answered. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.